I have not posted on this in forever, but here we are again. Without further ado, what's up? I have had no idea what to do with this channel for the longest time. And I didn't think I would ever post on YouTube again, but here we are, making YouTube videos. Why? Because I'm bored, and two, why not? This YouTube channel will be cooking related and sports related. If you don't know, I do have a gaming YouTube that I barely will even post on because I don't play games that much, but I do have it. It's called White Monster, I think. I don't know. I have to put in the description if anything. So, but there's that. I just wanted to let that out. So basically, today is sports, right? The NFL playoffs start soon. I am a big Rams fan. I'm going to predict the playoffs, and if I'm right, I'm goated. I should honestly put some bets down, because I'm football smart. Football smart. Welcome to my predictions. I have no idea what this website is. I just found it where I could actually make predictions, to be completely honest with you. If you don't know, that light is also a ram sign. You can't see it because it's like the fucking sun go. Sorry. That was a much moolah that I just said into the mic. So, by the way, since I am said Rams fan, and since Rams are in the playoffs, this is going to be non-biased. And what I mean by that is I'm picking the Vikings first round. Do I think it will happen? No. Rams should win that game. The only person I'm really scared of in the NFC for the Rams is Philly. If we have to go to Philly, I would pick Philly over the Rams, if anything. But if Rams play anybody else except for Philly, I'm picking the Rams. Just getting that out of the way. I actually talked that really fast, and I didn't even have any problems until right there. Speech therapy is getting better. I do therapy with myself when I just yap and I just... Yeah. Alright, let's get started. Let's go to the AFC. Bills Broncos. As much as I would love for the Broncos to win, Broncos are not winning this game. No shot. They're going to Buffalo with a potential MVP in Buffalo. Their defense isn't as good. I won't lie to you. Well, Buffalo's defense is not as good as, say, Denver's defense or... So I think, if anything, this is going to be a high 20s, low 30s score game, depending on the weather in Buffalo. So give me Buffalo. I think that one's probably the easiest. It's really rare for a 7th seed to win a game, to be honest with you. So give me Buffalo. Pittsburgh versus the Ravens. I think that's obvious. Give me the Ravens. Holy. Woo! Speech therapy! Love it! If I ever make a podcast one day, it's going to be a disaster. Give me Baltimore. I think Lamar Jackson gets it done. I think Lamar Jackson is going to win MVP over Josh Allen in Buffalo. They're just... The only problem I have with Baltimore is their wide receivers. But you don't even need wide receivers when you have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, basically. And if he is throwing, it's probably going to Mark Andrews. Steelers do have a good defense. They haven't been good as of late. I don't trust Russell Wilson on offense. I don't trust anybody on that offense. Maybe George Pickens, but he had like 3 drops for like 0 catches last week. So, give me Baltimore. Houston versus LA Chargers, the fake LA team. Get out of SoFi Stadium. Go back to San Diego or wherever. I don't care, really. We can still be buddies. Anyways, give me the Chargers. Listen, I trust Jim Harbaugh so much, and I trust Justin Herbert. CJ Stroud is not CJ Stroud of last year. The Texans have a banged-up offensive line. You don't have Tank Dell, so the only person you're realistically throwing to is Nico Collins. You cover Nico, they don't really have that much of a passing game. Tank Dell got injured again. prayers up to him. Hopefully he recovers quickly. He's probably going to miss 2025 season. So I don't think there's enough on this Texans offense. The defense, they have a good line. They have a good secondary. Their defense is pretty okay, but I'll still take the Chargers over the Texans. I think it comes down to coaching more, and I trust Jim Harbaugh more than I trust DeMarco Ryans. All right, to the NFC. Let's just get the Vikings, so I won't be biased. But we all know Rams, and so on and so forth. Rams. I'm not actually picking the Packers for the conference championship. I'm just saying. All right, Packers, Eagles. I would not want to go to the Eagles, bro. I would not want to go to Philly. Philly's the most complete team. Now, it does depend on Jalen Hurts' health. But even if they're playing the third string, I would still probably take the Eagles. They're just that good all around. Packers are having a hard time stopping the run. They lost to the Bears last week. Grant Love wasn't playing most of it, so take what you want there. Love does have a hand injury. He is playing in the game, but give me Philly. Tampa versus the Commanders. All right. I love Baker Mayfield. I love the O-line. I love Mike Evans. But give me the Commanders. Woo! Take command. Take command. They're going to win this game. Jaden Daniels. Elite. Okay, he's not actually elite. He's good. I want to put him on that elite level anyways. Jaden Daniels. Terry McLaurin, Zach Ertz, Zacchaeus. Pretty dynamic offense for what they have, honestly. Give me Washington. I do have a little bit of an issue with the defense, to be honest. If that run game with number 7, Bucky Irving. If Buccaneers get the run game going, I think this game depends on Bucky Irving. Give me him as the X factor in this game. If the run game works, I would take Tampa. If it doesn't, give me Washington. I'm going to be honest with you. It's that much. I don't trust either defense. I really don't. The Washington's defensive line is really not that good. Their linebackers are they're okay. Buccaneers defense, Vita Vea is there, but that's about it. So give me Washington. Give me Jaden Daniels final drive to win it over Tampa. I love Baker Mayfield though, former Ram, for like 4 games. All right, I said Minnesota and the Rams against the Rams again. I'm not trying to be biased, so I just picked Minnesota over the Rams. It is what it is. I do think the Rams will win a lot of games in the playoffs. Maybe the Super Bowl, maybe. Whoo. You never know. All right, divisional playoffs. Here we go. Where do I want to start? Let's start Washington, Detroit. I'm sorry, Washington. You're not going to go into Detroit and beat Detroit. They're too talented. They're too stacked. Yes, the defense is hurt. Yes, you might have problems on the defense here. But their offense is... Detroit's offense will honestly might score on every single drive, to be fair. I love Dan Quinn. I love Jaden Daniels. I would say this is a high-scoring game. 30-30s. Both in the 30s. So give me Detroit to outscore Washington. Washington might stay with them for a little bit, but I don't think for that long. All right. If Minnesota had to go to Philly, give me Philly. I think this is obvious. I don't think Minnesota's going to beat Philly, dude. There's no way. Philly, again, too complete. Jalen Hurts will be playing by this point if the Eagles beat Green Bay. I think this is like so far the biggest no-brainer is Philly beating Minnesota. All right, Chargers Chiefs. Do the Chiefs sacrifice another lamb or something to get past this game? I want to say the Chiefs. I do think the Chiefs will win at least one game in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers win. I'd be really happy if the Chargers win. The only reason I'm picking the Chiefs is because it's the Chiefs. It's because it's Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Only reason. I think the Chargers have a legit chance to beat the Chiefs. I think they match up well. But the only reason I'm picking the Chiefs is because they're freaking spawns of demons. They sacrifice goat blood magic or whatever to win. It's creepy. The game would be game of the year. Biggest matchup. Ravens, Bills, Baltimore, Buffalo. Who wins? Give me Baltimore. Listen, I don't trust that Bills defense. I really don't. And they're not that great against the run. I would say I would trust them against the pass. That's a good matchup for them. They're not good against the run. And what does Baltimore do? When you have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, you're doing one thing mainly. You're running the ball. You're a freaking train on the tracks and going chugga, 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 chugga all the way down the field. You're just going to run this ball. You might throw a screen in there, a short slant in there, whatever. I don't expect Lamar Jackson to ever really go deep, especially with Zay Flowers maybe being out. Give me Baltimore. I trust Baltimore a whole lot more. I love Josh Allen, don't get me wrong. I think Buffalo could keep up with Baltimore, but Baltimore is going to dominate that time of possession. They're just going to be better. They're going to overwhelm Buffalo. I trust Baltimore's secondary to maybe stop Josh Allen a couple of times. I trust they're up front as well. Give me Baltimore. Now, back to the NFC Conference Championships. I expect the Rams to be one of these teams. Just so you know. I'm going to mention it a whole lot more times in this video. But if these two teams faced, Detroit or Philly, I'm going to pick Philly. And all it comes down to is I don't trust Detroit's defense at all. Well, okay, I kind of do. I take that back. I trust them enough to beat the Commanders. But Philly is still a more very complete team. Philly is scary. They scare me. Their passing is good. They have Saquon Barkley, a very healthy O-line. Defensive line that's really good. Linebackers, their secondary is probably top 5 in secondaries in the NFL. I would definitely go with Philly over Detroit. Would I be surprised if Detroit won? Not really. Because Detroit is still very, very good. But give me Philly. Alright, Baltimore or Kansas City? Baltimore. There is no way that this Chiefs team is not that great. The reason they're great is, again, blood magic and paying the refs. Only reason they're good. And the defense. Their defense is really... The defense is the best thing about the Chiefs. Everybody knows that. Right now, this year. Maybe not in past years, but this year, their defense is special. But so is the Ravens. But the Ravens offense is better than the Chiefs offense. So give me the Ravens all day. It is what it is. I don't know how long this video is. Anyways. Super Bowl. Ravens, Eagles. Dude, this is... Two birds. Caw, caw, caw. Give me Baltimore. Screw it. Bang! Baltimore Ravens win it all. Screw it. First year Derrick Henry in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson. You don't need a wide receiver. Who does these days? Wide receivers are overrated. What we're going to do is run the football. Because that's today's generation. We're going to run the football. Give me Baltimore. Unless, we do this. Then we go here. And then we go here. Oh! We're the best team in the NFL. We're goated. Winner. LA Rams. Stafford does it again. He takes the soul out of everybody. And guess what? He probably retires after this season. If he wins the Super Bowl. If he wins the Super Bowl, Matthew Stafford will probably retire. And then we do something. But I'm not worried about that right now. Worry about this. Well, I wouldn't be worried about anything. Everything in life will be going stellar if this happened. LA wins the Super Bowl. Claps all around. 49ers could suck it. Seahawks could suck it. Cardinals, they're just in hell usually, but they could suck it too. Nicely. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.